What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So what time is it? It's that time again. Time for the back nine. And today we're going to do a topic that's a little off course, but I think it's pretty interesting, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you like it or if you don't. Big shout out to my man Ben from CBSI for letting me put this out there. There'll be a link in the description to that website. Please take a look at it. It is amazing. There's just so much good stuff in there. Also, shout out to my man Phil from Vintage Comics and Toys for putting and compiling all of this information together. It's a daunting task. And you know what? Check both of those guys out. They're also on Whatnot, so they do some great auctions on there. Thank you to the community. And next Tuesday, I will be back on Whatnot, and I'm going to be bringing some fire. I'm thinking about just doing a Silver and Bronze Age run. There's going to be some really good books. Let me know what you guys think about that. All right? Last week's winner has not claimed the prize yet. To be fair, we'll give it another week. If the person does not claim the prize within another week, this will be given away again. All right? And talking about the giveaways, you know what? Let's do our giveaway now and see what we have here. All right. So, as you guys saw last week when we were talking about it, I showed this book here, and this will be today's giveaway. So we're going to go to our randomizer. We're already filtering it. How many comments do we get? We got 31 unique comments. All right. And let's see. Awesome Sauce Radio. Congratulations, Awesome Sauce. Awesome Sauce, please hit me up on IG. It's Erod212. And I will get this book out to you. Congratulations. Really nice win. Look at that. That's an amazing cover right there. And there were only 500 of these printed. So beautiful. All right. So without much ado, I think it's time for us to start our show. So this week we are going to cover the trend of bubblegum covers. For the past year or so, these back issues have been going up in value. Bubblegum covers are not only fun, but also offer a very chill vibe. The most notable bubblegum cover, in my opinion, is Miss Marvel #2, the 1 in 50 variant by Jorge Molina. I couldn't agree more. Where she is on a rooftop blowing a bubble in her superhero costume, and she's huge, so you can see it. It's a really good cover. Comic publishers also know of this trend, and it has led to newer covers featuring bubblegum, like the We Live #1 New York City Comic Con Quintana foil variant, and the most recent, the Department of Truth #16 Drummond exclusive variant. Of course, I need to give a shout out to Mr. Longshot, who really started this recent trend by talking about his favorite bubblegum covers on his Instagram page and on podcasts. As a tribute to him, here is Play Ball #6 Baltimore Comic Con variant, a cover he likes a lot. Great cover spec, and also a ghost. Yeah, there's some really interesting ones, and certain characters, like in my mind, when I think of bubblegum covers, character that always jumps to me is Jubilee. You know, anybody that knows in the 90s that Jubilee popping bubbles all the time was kind of like that character, and they brought that over to comic covers. So that's one, and you'll probably see a couple of Jubilee covers in here, I would assume. But that's a character I always think of. So let's start off with the first one, all right? All right, so Jack Kornblatt goes with a classic. This is a great cover right here. Miss Marvel #31, the Hans variants, and Stephanie Hans kills it. But I'm a big fan of Stephanie Hans' art. We'll keep it very simple. This is possibly the best Kamala has ever looked on a cover. Hard to imagine that kind of potential with a character who has taken the world by storm despite existing less than 10 years. Couldn't have said it better. That's just an amazing cover. And now Jack goes with Young Avengers #2, the 1 in 50 Hans variant. Stephanie Hans covers are always eye-catching, and this one is no exception. Young Avengers have been heating up for a while now, and there's little reason to think that heat will die down as more and more members show up in the MCU. Hard to think of a better investment than a rare incentive book by a sought-after artist for a beloved property with strong MCU heat behind it. And you know, we've all talked about this, but Young Avengers are coming. I just don't see how they're not, with Speed, Wiccan, Cassie Lang, and all the other characters that are coming. You know, it's just Isaiah Bradley and all of those, Ezekiel Bradley and all of those other characters that we've seen in the movies, and of course Kate Bishop. You know, forgetting the main one. They're coming, so that, you know, that's something. But that's a good cover. I like that, and it's a 150, so it's a ratio. And at that point, the Young Avengers weren't that gigantic a book, so it's probably a little rarer than we think it is. You know, I'd like to know a print run on that. That's interesting. Now we're going to go with X-Men 92 Volume 1, the number 3, the Takada manga variant. It is an iconic bubblegum cover. Takada doesn't get enough love outside of her monstrous work, which is a shame. On top of that, there's huge nostalgia for the X-Men animated series, which is being revived. All things X-Men Adventures and X-Men 92 should ride the wave. And if you've been paying attention, like X-Men Adventures, the original book, that became a $20 to $25 book now. When Out Forever was a $5 book, you know. But nostalgia is coming, and let's see how they do. I know a lot of people that I talk to, you know, people in their 30s and stuff like that, they love that X-Men Adventures cartoon series, and they're so looking forward to it, hoping, especially since it takes place right after in 97, which is when the series ended. Now, Peter Renner goes with X-Men 92, Volume 2, number 3, the Campion 1 in 25. I'll take either X-Men 92, number 3s. I prefer the 2015 version with Gambit, but it looks like Steve picked it up as I typed, so I'll go with the 2016 1 in 25 version. I'm not a fan of this style. I prefer the other one, but you know what? It's still a nice cover, and it's a 1 in 25. Now, Topher goes with something interesting. He goes with Sparkler number 74. Back in the day, kids loved creating ways to prank each other. This kid here optimizes her bubble gum using an air pump, and the result is exploding bubble gum in the face. And, you know, what kid, you know, growing up didn't blow bubble and pop it in their face, and now you got all this sticky stuff all over your face. You don't see that too much anymore, you know. But back in the day, that was a popular thing. Who could blow the biggest bubble? You know, just silly things like that made time go by when you didn't have TV or internet or anything else, you know. P. Dubs goes with What If X-Men number 1, Volume 1, the second print. Subtle bubble and hard to find second print with X-Men animation vibe. I am sold. And yet, if you look to the right, you'll see that my girl Jubilee is blowing a bubble on there. But this is a tough book to find in a while. I've never seen this out in the wild. So it's pretty scarce. If you go on YouTube, on eBay, there are not too many of these out for sale. So a book to hunt. Not even for the bubble cover, but just because of its scarcity, you know? I love this cover right here. Now, Stein goes with Zombies versus Cheerleaders, number 2. Pure collector's choice on this one if you love a combination of good girl, horror, and bubblegum. Just a great, great artwork. It reminds me of that 90s stuff that was being done by Image, the cover art. I like it a lot, you know? That's when you had all that zombie stuff with the cheerleaders and all that other stuff, kind of Buffy-esque, you know. Ali goes with Little Archie number 65. I remember seeing this cover at one point. I love vintage capturing the good times of the 70s. Yeah, everybody's blowing a bubble there. Little Archie, wow. You know, I was never a big Archie fan, but, you know, it definitely has its niche of people that collect it. I mean, it's been around forever. Talking about forever, Sergio goes with Popeye the Sailor number 110. My pick may be coming out of left field, but hear me out. I choose Popeye the Sailor number 110 from 1971. Popeye is an iconic character that started in a comic strip and garnered fame through the classic hit animation cartoon. This is such a great cover featuring an excessive number of sticks of bubblegum, also lots of charm. Bronze Age books are rising in price, and if they ever bring Popeye back to the small or big screen, this will be a rad cover to own. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see a resurgence for Popeye. He's kind of a niche thing, you know, long gone with a generation, almost like Westerns and war books and stuff like that. My question is this. How the hell did Popeye build those forearms like that? That's what I want to know. Guy's not a big dude, but his forearms are massive. Amazing. All right, we're going to go with Terry Harkness. He goes with a real good one here. X-Men 92, Volume 2, number 1. This is the Jubilee action figure variant. You get the X-Men 92 Jubilee version and the latest movie version of Jubilee by John Tyler Christopher. This cover is quite unique and fun. Yeah, these action figure variants were pretty popular when they come out. I think they come out in like 2014 in that time frame right there. Like everything else, they made too many of them, but John Tyler Christopher was killing it for a while with these. They were really fun, you know, especially because they're nostalgia to going to KB Toys and Toys R Us and looking for these figures on the racks, on the pegs. Phil goes with X Factor number 201, and he says Doom covers are hot again, so a Victory bubblegum cover from his side piece is something I like for cover spec right now. I think anything Doom right now, and you're seeing it. Anything Doom is blowing up. I was at the Three Men show. I just missed 2 copies of Book of Doom #1. A friend of mine was digging with me, and he found them in a dollar bin. So keep hunting, because books are definitely out there. Kudos to that guy. He knows exactly who he is for that awesome score. And you know what? That's the the cruise pick. But let me show you my pick, because I think I got a really good one. I enjoy this, and I'm going to tell you why. But let me show you right now exactly what I picked. I went with this one. Spider-Punk #1, the 1 in 50 Okazaki variant. This cover reminds me a lot of the Rose Besh Silk #2 style, which created a storm when it was first released. That and the fact that it's a short printed ratio variant makes this a must find. If you remember that Rose Besh Silk cover, you know, you got the big chunky sneakers. It's kind of got that graffiti style to it. Everybody loved it. This one reminds me of that a lot. That's why I picked it. I think it's a really good pick. Talking about good picks, leave a comment, follow my channel, all right, and give this video a thumbs up, and you'll be entered to win this. So this is Dr. Aphra #10, and this is a comicbooks.com exclusive, and this again is numbered to 500. So that's a pretty short printed book. Thank you to CBSI Ben for these giveaways. Just amazing what he's willing to give back to this community, you know. So if you're interested in winning that, give it a shot. You never know what's going to happen. You might win a real nice book. And talking about, you know, just having a good time. If you're by this weekend, stop by my man Streetside Anthony, because he's going to be doing his yard sale. And there's going to be some vendors out there with him. It's always a good time. Head over to the Bronx. He'll be advertising it on Instagram. Take a look at my IG page, and you'll see all the news about that stuff. Also, June 11th, BronxCon is back. 2 floors, more action, more vendors, and just a little bit of everything. If you like sports cards, there's a whole floor just for sports cards and stuff like that. Then if you like your comics, your autographs, because we have artists there. Pop figures, there's cosplay. There's going to be a cosplay contest this time. There's going to be people like the Pressable Defects hanging out there. The New York Warriors are going to be there. Just an awesome show. Make sure you head on down there. Say hello to Lone Wolf. Tell him that E-Rod sent you, and have a good time. That's the video for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until my next video, peace.